どうも、エルズと申します。アブダビグランプリ開幕前に F1 公式の取材が行われました。レッドブルのシートをめぐる報道が過熱している角田選手とペレス選手のインタビューを日本語訳と合わせてご紹介いたします。それではどうぞ。
To the end of the season, this is a track you always seem to go well at. What are your expectations here, and how important is it for you to sign off on a high this year?
Yeah, definitely the track. Yeah, that we have to finish high, and I know the championship now. It's a bit more complicated than last few races, but anything can happen. We're not giving up for sure. And yeah, like you said, the track that also we had a good memories here in previous years. So I'll do as much as I can.
You already nailed on for next year with the VCARB team, but there's still that chance that you might be at a Red Bull seat. How important do you think performing well around here in the test next week will be, and kind of you having a say in whether or not you step up?
Yeah, I guess every race is so far was pretty important since first race. Yeah, I don't know, just those things. Let's see. I was just gonna focus on my performance. Testing. Yeah, just testing, I guess. But yeah, also I hope I can perform and reach the level that they want and see how it goes. I guess it's a lot of also things that going on towards them as well, and it's not, I guess, up to them also. There's certain thing that they have to decide as well. So yeah, we see. There were a couple of races that I could have done better for sure, but yeah, I can say last 4 years, compared to last 4 years, yeah, it's been I would say one of the best for sure. And yeah, especially I'm scoring the points for the team more than half, and able to show good consistency and consistently outperforming teammate, which is at least hope they can build a bit more trust to me, and yeah, I give a lot of feedbacks for the teams to to make better car and everything, and we had a lot of races that we were able to turn it around. So yeah, in those areas as well, especially, I stepped up quite well.
So much has been written, so much has been spoken about over the last few months. This isn't a question I want to ask, but I have to. Is this your last race with Red Bull Racing? Will you be on the grid with them in 2025?
Yes, I said it before. I renewed earlier in the year that is the intention, and I have a contract, and I will stick to it.
Thinking about your season, do you have any regrets, Checo?
I think, yeah, a couple of incidents here and there that probably could have been avoidable, a few loss of points, but not more than that. I think I wouldn't say I regret, because I gave it all with that, and I'm pretty relaxed about. I think it's just that the fact that the car was so difficult and we understood the issues too late in the year. So we were always working with something that it wasn't delivering the way we thought, and so the setup was generally in the wrong direction and here and there. So it meant that it was super difficult to get 100% out of the Red Bull car, which was a great car this year, but it was just too difficult to get the most out of it.
You say that it's the toughest year of your career to live, and sometimes you didn't want to come to see the press, or you're really...
Yeah, but we have to. Yeah, it's been a pretty tough year, because especially normally when you have a bad car, then it's what it is. You have a bad car and you try to maximize what you have. But here the car was very fast, very competitive, but it was just super difficult to dial in. It was very easy with my driving style to make a lot of mistakes. It was very easy to make mistakes, and I end up doing a lot, and just not being able to extract the 100%, that has been the toughest part of my season.
I think what people don't, what maybe they underestimate, is how much work you actually do for the team. It was because you agreed to be pulled out of the sprint race and change the setup that they found the great setup for Sunday. wasn't it?
Yeah, I think it's
Because
always important, to work as a team, guide the team with my experience in what I think, especially in tough times, it was important to be able to find solutions. So yeah, that's something I'm sure the team knows about.
And what was Christian talking about when he's saying, you're old enough and wise enough to know the situation?
I think you need to ask him.
Yeah, he said it and I didn't really know what he said. Anyway, chances this weekend?
I hope we are competitive. I think it should be on paper a much better weekend than Jeddah in terms of how competitive we can be. So than Qatar, sorry. Yeah. So it should be a much better one.
It's as good as weekend as Jeddah.
また、F1 公式記者会見に出席したフェルスタッペンですが、記者からの質問に対して、ペレスとの思い出を語るという一幕もあったようです。最後に、そちらの日本語訳をご紹介いたします。
From your view, why has he struggled more? What has been his contribution to your success this year? And is all the criticism against him unfair?
Yeah, it's very difficult to pinpoint that. I mean, our car from the start, of course, has not been the easiest to drive. We were still, of course, dominant in the beginning, but then I think, with some upgrades on the car, it made it even more difficult to drive. Of course, also for me, but I think even more for Checo for his driving style. When others are closing up, every little detail makes a massive difference in results or where you qualify. Of course, if you then don't qualify well, you're in the middle of the pack. Things can go wrong. And from my side, it's very difficult to, of course, comment for him, why things have gone the way they have gone. But I can tell you that, of course, in the middle of the season, especially our car has been a bit all over the shop, sometimes quite positive, then again, very difficult. And even for us, it was just very hard to find a direction. And for sure, that also didn't help Checo in general. I mean, I have to say, he's always been a great team player. And I've always, enjoyed working with him every single Grand Prix, even when we had tough times. I think he was always, there to try and get the best possible result out of it. So for me, there's nothing negative at all to say about him. We get on super well. And of course, when I see sometimes, he's struggling with the results, it's not nice to see also for the team. But I think also the team has always given their very best and always tried to support him in the best possible way, to get the best out of it. But unfortunately, that didn't always happen.
いかがだったでしょうか。角田選手のファンとしては、この最終戦で強烈なインパクトを残すことができれば、レッドブル昇格が現実となるのではないかと、これまで以上に注目せざるを得ない状況となっています。果たして、どのような週末となるのか、緊張感が高まってきましたね。また今後も F1 に関しての情報をまとめた動画を制作していく予定です。継続するためにもぜひいいねやチャンネル登録をお願いいたします。インタビューの内容について、または動画の感想などコメントでいただけると嬉しいです。それでは、